I'm Merit Maxim, Vice President and Research Director at Forrester Research, where I lead a team of analysts who cover, among other things, identity and access management, and I manage and drive the research agenda and work with clients on those topics. Because Zero Trust is not a product that you just install and you're done with it, it is a kind of a mindset and an overall underarching part of your strategy. You really do need to kind of baseline your own organization first before really embarking on a Zero Trust journey. And in some cases, you as an organization may already be fairly mature in certain aspects of Zero Trust. You know, if you're already doing, say, multi-factor authentication, or you're already doing other types of things like that, that obviously meets many of the core principles of Zero Trust. So within our maturity model, we actually look at 6 disciplines and then kind of rate your relative maturity in each of those disciplines. And those disciplines are network, data, workforce, workload, device, analytics, and automation. And the idea behind this maturity model is to actually give you as an organization an understanding of where you're strong, where you're weak, and then you can use the results of that to then determine where should we prioritize our efforts. We're not going to be able to solve everything all at once, but if we can identify where our biggest gaps or risks are, and we can apply kind of Zero Trust principles there first, and then work on from there. It is a high bar to be, fully mature and meet all. And frankly, we don't expect many companies to meet that. But the idea behind that model is to give you that baseline, and then of course you can come back, 6 or 9 months down the road and do that maturity again and see, have we actually, matured and maybe have we improved in our workload discipline? Have we improved in the device discipline? And you can start to track progress over time, which becomes very important because now your senior managers and others who you're likely talking to around budgetary requests and things like that can now start to show them some value and momentum that you're gaining by doing some of these things that are actually making you more secure and less susceptible to being breached. I think one thing that we talk about in that report actually is this concept of making Zero Trust your own. So although you certainly help create Zero Trust, you as a company are not beholden to us for that matter, or to any vendor for that matter. You should really embrace the overarching strategy and Zero Trust concepts, and based on that, you can then create your own architectural vision and roadmap that's unique to your own custom company and organization and is optimized for that. And based on that, you can then start to build a maturity that's more aligned to what you're doing. So just because we say you should be doing X, Y, and Z, your organization may do X, Y, and Z and A. And for instance, there may be something else above and beyond that is important for your organization. So don't feel restricted or constrained by how the actual Zero Trust is defined. And as long as you're sticking to the core principles, you do have the ability to adjust or modify it based on your own individual requirements. And then once you've done that, I think the next step would then be now actually is to start talking to your suppliers to see how they actually map into your own strategy and architecture that you in fact have designed. This will actually be a good exercise because there may be some scenarios where there could actually be some Zero Trust providers that, based on either their technology or their deployment model, don't actually line up with your model, and therefore that can then feed into your overall kind of procurement strategy. But I think that doing that is important, and that will also help make your journey on that maturity model more successful because you're tracking against a model that's optimized for your own organizational requirements.
Please subscribe and check out more content from us.